But we're a sovereign country too, and we're a friend of Bangladesh, and friends speak honestly to each other, as Hillary Clinton did when she was there just last month. And I think it's my role as the representative of America in Bangladesh to convey the views of America honestly. And that's what I do. I take your point, Dr. Ahmed, and I agree with it fully. The question about power. We talked about the constraints of the Bengal tiger. A shortage of power is one of them. It is a self-inflicted wound. I tell you this, Bangladesh, I mentioned it briefly in passing, is a blessed country in so many ways. I talked about geopolitical location. But in terms of resources, of gas, of coal, high quality, low sulfur, huge deposits of coal, which are not being developed at all. There are one or two small underground, totally inefficient, inadequate mines. It's a political decision to develop these resources. Gas, you can pull gas out of the ground, as Chevron does very efficiently, but you need pipelines to move it. Well, guess who's supposed to build the pipelines? And they ain't there in sufficient quantity. So those are political decisions. We talked about, someone was speaking before about American investors in Bangladesh. Let me share a couple stories about that. I won't mention the name, but you can figure it out. The world's largest company for managing ports wanted to build a new port in Chittagong, recognizing that the road between Dhaka and Chittagong will never really be upgraded properly. In fact, that still is the case. Everybody talks about the 4-lane highway. It just ain't there. The railway isn't working. They said, build the barge system. We'll run barge from Chittagong to a new barge terminal in Dhaka. And millions of containers will move that way. Everybody agreed, including the Prime Minister. But it ain't there. Why not? The mayor of Chittagong had a different idea for reasons I won't discuss in front of a microphone. So there you are. That company invested millions of dollars to do what Bangladesh today so desperately needs. And at the end of the day, the political will wasn't there to make it happen on the government's part. So that's the kind of thing that's a real obstacle.